Hey, it's RKA.
No, I'm RKA.
Excuse me, I'm trying to record an episode here.
Okay, I'll help. You go take a break. They won't know the difference.
You don't think they know the difference between you and me?
Will the real RKA please stand up?
I am standing up, unlike you, because you're sitting on my hand.
Sheesh, what a diva.
All right. Hey, this is RKA, and this is another episode of Awkward Marketing. Because marketing your small business can be awkward, sometimes awful. I'll help you make it awesome. I've heard it said that good copywriting is like ventriloquism. But in this analogy, someone is always the dummy. Here's the thing about ventriloquists. Everyone knows the ventriloquist dummy isn't real. The audience is focused on how skilled the ventriloquist is, not really on what he or she is saying. So I like to go on record and say a good copywriter is not a ventriloquist. You want a copywriter who's skilled at sales, not impressions. See, small business owners are often focused on the wrong things when working with a copywriter, namely how well the writer does an impression of their voice. They receive the copy created for them, and their first question is, but would I really say it like that? Let me answer that question for you. No, you wouldn't. That's why you hired a copywriter, to say it better than you could say it yourself. A good copywriter will give you a bird's eye view of your brand. They'll translate the best parts of your business into a style, layout, and approach that converts. That's the value a copywriter can bring you. The art of persuasion, the art of the sale, not the art of vaudeville. Now, is brand voice, the personality that you want your copy to express, totally irrelevant? Absolutely not. But it's also not the most important part. Here's the thing. Great sales copy can always be tweaked to add more personality, but copy that's all personality and not much else can't easily be turned into copy that converts. A good copywriter is focused on 3 key elements. 1, your brand values, what you stand for. 2, customer experience. This is the heart of your brand. This is what people come to expect when working with you. 3, your ideal client. Their needs, their pain points, their lifestyle, etc. In fact, it's far more important that your copywriter learns how to read your ideal client's mind than yours. People don't buy because the copy does such a good job of capturing your personality. People buy because the copy does such a good job of making them feel understood. But because brand voice isn't irrelevant, here's how you ensure your copywriter captures yours. 1, and this is important. Create a content style guide. This is essentially a document that lists the do's and don'ts of how to approach your messaging. And it's not just valuable when hiring a copywriter. Creating a content style guide gives you the guidelines you can check against when creating content for your brand, whether it's you or someone on your team. At its most basic level, a content style guide is going to cover message, content, tone, and voice. Your message is the main takeaway you want people to get from your content. Tone is how you express yourself, your attitude in the writing. Are you formal or informal? Are you serious? Are you lighthearted? This can change depending on the context. And voice, that's the personality part. One easy way to define how you want your personality to come across in writing is to use this but not that statements. I really love how MailChimp does it. If you read their style guide, you can see they use a bunch of different this, not that statements. They're fun, but not silly. Smart, but not stodgy. Expert, but not bossy. Weird, but not inappropriate. You get the idea. Number 2. Let the copywriter interview your best clients. Remember, your brand isn't only what you say it is, it's a dance that you do with your clients. Copy that effectively captures your brand voice reflects the experience that people have with you. And one of the best ways to understand your client experience is to hear it in the client's own words. Most copywriters will have a package that includes at least one client interview. And it's a worthy investment, especially if you want a writer that can capture your brand voice. Number 3, give your copywriter access to your best content. Copywriters aren't mind readers. They need to see your brand voice in action to create consistent, aligned content of their own. Don't hide the ball. You should be ready to give your copywriter as many examples of your brand voice in the wild as possible. Blog posts, interviews, videos, you name it. At the end of the day, when you're reviewing content that your copywriter delivers, the question isn't, would I say it exactly like that? But Does this reflect my brand's values, the customer experience that I want to be known for, the results I deliver? If the answers are yes, you've got copy that converts. And sure, you might want to make a few tweaks to zhuzh up the personality, but don't throw the copy out with the bathwater. You're no dummy.